Hello and welcome back to Boring Dad Gaming, where today we're going to be playing some more Rogue Trader. We're currently on Footfall, which is under the... well... tyrannical, I suppose, is the only really applicable word. Tyrannical rule of Incendia Chorda, who's murdering everyone and turning them into servitors. I'm sure we'll have a flashpoint with her at some point. But in any case, we are on... well, we're coming into the sort of pub
The world will
for the base. And there might be something to do here. Oh, I see. We're looking for Vladame, who was the liege of the place. Oh, he's there. Hello. Talking to Rizza, who's our contact. We're hoping to buy a nice ancient plot. No, Rizza's the one who's going to sell us the improved heavy bolter, which will be good. But let's before we do that, why don't we just take a little stroll around? Oh, never mind. We've been sucked into a cutscene. There is Vladame. You have no other options, Rizza. If you abandon Footfall to Chorda and flee, where are you going to sell your goods or restock your supplies? It will just be a slow death for all of you. No missiles, no water, no air. So quit bargaining with the inevitable and follow the plan. Your plan's a suicide pact. You've got no allies, no weapons, no nothing. Vladame and Rizza notice you, and the old pirate grins sarcastically. You're trying to play above your league, Vakemo. You've taken on a rogue trader dynasty with only a handful of cutthroats and a couple of guns to your name. I see your march to the gallows is more of a gallop. Turning away from Rizza, Vladame's expression does not change, but an indistinct curse falls from his lips. Liege Takara, my greetings. Vladame replies in a ceremonious voice. My apologies for being unable to receive your ladyship in my office. My present status imposes certain limitations on me. Greetings, your ladyship. As for you, Vakemo, I've got nothing to add. Your plan's utter crap and the kind of gamble I don't take. I'll leave you to think about your prospects and maybe realise that using my shuttle would be a better idea, while the shuttle and I are still here. By the throne's radiance, Vladame, if you don't tell me of this very moment where you and Falco are keeping my guys. The former liege interrupts Jay with a dry gesture. I don't do business with rats, Hadari, and surprisingly enough, I don't mean you this time. In that case, pray to the Exalted One that Falco confirms what you said before he dies. Disappointed, Jay takes her hand off her weapon and bows her head before you penitently. Forgive my brazenness, Shireen. He's all yours. Look at Vladame. The former liege looks angry and focused. His coat collar is unbuttoned, showing the meshwork of ceramite-reinforced armour hidden underneath. He's wearing a gun holster on his side. Now that Vladame has thrown off the mask of a disgruntled bureaucrat, his sleeves are rolled up, showing his old bandit tattoos. He's exuding an aura of imperious cruelty. How is the station faring? It's turned into a kingdom of death. Executing protesters, cracking down on corrupt traders, and suppressing dissent are all good, useful policies within reasonable limits. I've used them myself, in fact. However, with Lady Chorda, reasonable limits are a distant memory at this point. Fortunately, I've been preparing for that turn of events ever since the first time that hag tried to take Footfall. You helped us then, giving me time to organize. I set up weapons caches, enlisted more fighters, and deleted my agent's data from the Cogitator network. When Chorda took power, she thought she'd won, but the station was still mine. To an extent. My little army is waging war on the Enforcers. We slaughter patrols, wrestle back detainees, and punish those who collaborate with the enemy, or are close enough to someone who does. Vladame's ruthless smile is like a jagged steel trap. Incendia has her reprisals and I have mine. Everyone must remember that there are consequences for collaborating with the occupation force. Don't like any of those options, really. I'm gonna just say I see. Vladame smiles tersely. Old habits never go away. I'll admit I didn't exactly miss the days of my youth, but to find myself in the line of fire again is, invigorating. Your ladyship, perhaps you have little love to spare for me, nor have you built a strong alliance with the organization I am a member of. But if looking at the new order of things on Footfall gives you even a tiny suspicion that it's damned madness, step in and help me stop it. What kind of help do you expect from me? A general uprising will be doomed. The enforcers have isolated the asteroids. We can't strike out against Incendia. She has the greater numbers, and her throne's refractor field will protect her from any attack. An insidious smile appears on the liege's lips. So we'll ask her ladyship to come to us, exploiting her overconfidence. If she wants my blood, let her come and spill it. She knows we use the Amasekas as our meeting place. If you let the enforcers know I can be found and grabbed in here, she will come. Hardly with her throne in tow, I imagine. We'll lure her into a trap, kill her, and take back Footfall. What size force do you command? However much Chorda would like to believe she's kicked the Kasbalaka out of Footfall, she hasn't. We're scattered all over the station lying low, and there's still enough of us to cause trouble. A small band of my most daring cutthroat staff members who were by my side when I came to power. Business partners who still remember that any venture is only as reliable as the grip of the venturer's hand on their pistol. Add to that the group of Xenos mercenaries which my colleagues from the Kasbalaka mission have provided me with. A radical solution, I know, but they don't care who they kill as long as I pay them, and I have the means to pay them. We would have greater numbers if Rizza wasn't so damnably cautious, and Hieronymus did us a favour and shut his preaching trap. Blodame grits his teeth and adds quietly, I would have long thrown the good Reverend for a loop if it weren't for the fanatical mob that would show up here to avenge him. Why has Hieronymus shown up here? He preaches repentance. Blodame remains stone-faced for a few seconds before giving in and letting a sarcastic smile form on his lips. Chorda sent him here to make us lay down our arms and renounce our rebellious ways. But he seems taken aback by the scale of Lady Incendia's purges, which opens up other possibilities. If we put pressure on him, he'll bring over zealots who'll tear apart whoever he points his finger at. A useful man. I regret not establishing rapport with him sooner. News of Incendia's death is hardly going to please the Lord Inquisitor. Considering Calcazar has never once interfered in the station's affairs, he doesn't care about Footfall. This means he also doesn't care who runs the station, so long as things are quiet on it. I'm going to make sure things are quiet. Granted, he did give Chorda a security detail, but if she's already... Takara emphasizes the last word. Dead, and her death doesn't smell of deadly heresy, he likely won't bother to investigate. The Lord Inquisitor will simply entrust governance to someone who won't cause him problems. Me. I realize it's a bold hypothesis, and the Lord Inquisitor may have me hanged for Chorda's death, but my life is at stake as it is, so I may as well take the risk. I understand the plan. An unblinking gaze fixes upon you. I hope you're finding it promising. Yeah, well, I'm going to help him. Not heretically, I'm going to help him iconoclastically. I will help you overthrow Chorda. Each second of her continued rule will cost the lives of hundreds of innocent people. The Seneschal furrows his thick eyebrows. I cannot say I approve of antagonizing Chorda, but her methods being what they are, I definitely disapprove of assisting her. I'm glad you're with us, your ladyship. This is a fight we must be well prepared for. As a colleague of mine used to say, if your brain doesn't hurt from all that thinking of where to hide, it'll find out even your skull isn't thick enough once the fight is on. What? Which sounds especially ironic considering how he died. I'm guessing she ate his brains. I'd like to ask your opinion on how prepared we are to entertain Lady Incendia. Perhaps some of those gathered in here will support us. Rizza's people, Hieronymus' zealots, even Octaviana's regulars. We can use whoever we can get. If you think that it may be worth fortifying our positions or preparing a few surprises for our guests, my people and arsenal are at your disposal. All you have to do is say the word. As soon as we're ready, send Chorda a message saying I'm here. Let her come. We'll settle our differences the Footfall way, with a gunfight. Well, we're going to take a look around, but I'd like to do a deal with the Kasbalaka first. Regretfully, your ladyship, I have nothing to offer you at this moment. My access to the assets you're interested in has been temporarily restricted. It's going to take putting a bullet through a couple of heads for me to once again be able to offer an adequate range of merchandise. Alright, I'm going to go and take a look round. Blodame nods attentively and then looks down at a data tablet showing a map of the station's systems. He scrutinizes it with a pensive expression. So what is that up doorway to? I think it may be the sewers that we want to go to. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I want to do the sewers thing first, and I also want to have a poke around here to just get all the goods.
I better myself through my service.
I tread a path unexplored.
I'm not going to do any battle preparations yet, because I want to I'm hoping I can maybe get Jay's mission out of the way, and then dump Jay and get one of my regulars back in. Okay, taking not to charge. So what I'll do is I think let's loot this tavern first, and then we'll go down into the sewer, which I think is that doorway on the map. We'll have a look at this though. Just logic check.
A job for me.
The menu system of the Adeptus Amasecus looks eerily similar to the design of the internals. Right, okay, no, it's gone. It's probably in here. The internal scan of the fuel compartment. Someone has inserted new data into the void ship's cogitator left over from ancient times.
Let's seize the opportunity.
We've got some goods here. So wait, what have I got here? Oh, that's I did find that, didn't I?
Embrace true power.
I'm not going to do the corrals check yet. That's probably linked to battle preparations. Octaviana. Octaviana looks tired but finds the strength to smile briskly. She pours 2 shots of a clear yellowish liquid with streaks of promethium in it and slides one towards Rizza. Let's drink to her infallible ladyship Chorda's mercy and good judgment, wherever they are right now. Rizza downs the shot, grimacing contentedly. You're quite the poet, Octi. Yeah, indeed, I would hate it if Lady Chorda's ill health affected our own. Have you, by any chance, run into Lady Chorda's good judgment on your journeys, your ladyship? The pirate laughs hoarsely. Ah, Octi, I've missed the fiery sunset of your hair, Shireen. Sorry I haven't brought any gifts today, but we're certainly going to down another round or two. Shut up, Hedari. You came back alive and that's good enough. Octaviana twists her face into a scowl, but her whole body leans forward toward her old friend. And don't beat about the bush. I know the exact reason you've come to Footfall in such a rush. But Jay, your guys got killed, every last one of them, before Chorda was even here. Some were found dismembered in the shadow quarters. Some became a heap of ash at the crematorium. And the luckiest ones got launched into orbit by Falco so that everyone could see how much he despised you and your patron, if the road trader will pardon me for saying it. Ah, that ash mag! Jay's voice is full of anger and thirst for vengeance. No, there's still something he needs from me, so not all of them are dead, or at any rate, it will be better for him if some aren't. Where is he, Octi? Speak! You know very well where. Octaviana waves towards a drab-looking door covered by a sheet of metal. The sewers are where that rat belongs. You know he was going to rat us all out to Chorda, including Vladame. You should have seen Falco's face when Vladame led the Inquisitor's dogs to him first. Ha! I'm going to leave them to their conversation, because again that looks like battle preparations. We're going to leave them to that for now. There's a couple of goods crates here. Things to sell. Okay, well, how are we doing on the map for... Okay, I think we've done all that. So let's go... I'm guessing it's... I'm guessing it's this door. It probably is. Looks like the sewers, doesn't it? It's like the trash compactor from Star Wars. Welcome to the kingdom of thieves, killers, and smugglers, Shireen. All the finest goods on Footfall, every last one of them, have passed through these tunnels. Jay throws up her arms in a theatrical display of reverence. As I said before, Falco's jackals are patrolling every nook and cranny of this Azzy-cursed place. See those scumbags over there? We need to avoid them and not draw any attention to ourselves, or we might as well dump a pile of grog shit all over our plan. But now we are going to follow the plan. If you will allow me, Shireen, I will refresh your memory. Avoiding the patrolling scum, we reach the sewer canal and follow it to the east almost until the very end. We connect the gas cylinder to the special intake. Ironically enough, it was previously used for cleaning the air. Then we need to turn the valves in a few spots so that the gas reaches the correct chamber. I wish I knew exactly where that ashmag was holed up. Argenta examines the dark tunnels morosely. To skulk in the shadows, to hide from battle. These things are beneath his warriors. But for the sake of saving the innocent, I will dim the flame in my soul that urges me to charge openly at the enemy's ranks. I would be careful about using the word innocent, given whose colleagues we're talking about. Right, okay, so I guess a fuller exploration will have to wait until we've cleared out enemies.
The world will bow.
There's no sneak function in this game, so I'm going to save, in case we foul this up, which we probably will the first time. When she says east, which way is east? So this tunnel heads east. Yeah, so we're going to have to wend our way in and out a little bit. I'm guessing there's... Oh, patrols. No, fouled it up already. Alright, tell you what, listen. We're going to, yeah. We'll load that again. Honestly, I wasn't expecting to foul it up quite that quickly. But I also wasn't expecting mobile patrols, I must say. I mean, we can pause stuff, but without vision cones or anything like that, it's kind of... Okay, so he's coming there. Do not come down here. Hopefully he just turns around and goes back the other way. So what I think we will do is save fairly regularly, because there's a good chance I foul it up again, so I don't really want to have to continually redo everything I've just done. It's going to be a little bit tiresome, I think, but yeah, it should be better than the alternative, I think. So it looks like we should jump over that stuff. I'm going to guess there's people over that way. Let's go this way.
Never doubt me.
Or is it just to reach these goods? Which it might be. Is this what she wanted me to do?
Ah, what a shame.
A loud whistle echoes through the sewers and dies away. You must have damaged something while attaching the tank to the intake. Did I muck it up? Look at the journal. I hope I haven't mucked it up. I may have done. Okay, now we've got to go and do valves. Alright, okay, so I think maybe that was fine. But we ought to
The Emperor favors
carry
me
on our
today.
way.
I tread a path unexplored.
Is that a valve? There may be a patrol. Is that on a quick... Oh, no. Why is everyone running away?
I have an eye for treasure.
Yeah, it's a trap. That's fine. Let's do this valve. Don't want to go that way. I'm sure we'd be spotted. Owlcat.
Join me in prayer.
Alright, have a look in there first. Take those bits and bobs.
I better myself through my service.
I feel like we're doing okay. I just
Embrace
wasn't
true
sure if we
power.
fouled things up already, but...
Aha! Found it.
Why are you doing it? Jay?
And done.
Oh, it's tech use. Oh, she our tech specialist.
My pleasure.
She's done it, to be fair, but we didn't bring Pascal expressly because I thought there wouldn't be too much of that. Okay, how are we doing? 2 more to go. This might be... Or is that it? Is that it? Maybe that is one? Or is it supposed to be a set order and I didn't do it? What does it say? It doesn't... I wish it was clearer. No, where's everyone going? Stop. Why are you going back that way? Go this way. Oh, that's okay. They were doing alright. I was worried they were running back into areas that are patrolled.
Let's seize the opportunity.
Anything here? There might be stuff down here.
Empyrean guides my gaze.
Pause. What's paused? A trap.
One and it's done.
Ah, okay, so we have another valve here. Okay, so is that marked off another one? Yes, good. Okay. We're doing all right. We're doing all right, I think.
The world trembles beneath my feet.
I guess a quick save in more than one slot. I guess I'll do another one at this point, just in case I muck it up. Always a possibility. Tell you what, that was lucky he was going the other way. Okay, let's hightail it up this side.
Let us see what I found.
Sins hidden in the heart turn all to decay. Carry the Emperor's will as your
So her
torch.
pathing to get around these traps is sketchy.
Never doubt me.
Sometimes, I mean, she has just set it off by... Nope. Argenta. Get down here. Everyone, move a bit further back. Okay, we're going to quick save again. I don't think there's a valve down there. It's not marked on the map. Okay, well let's go this way, I suppose. Nothing there. Where's that guy? He's still out of sight. Let's try this
Powers
path.
unseen uncover my path.
So, okay, he might be doing a circular loop. So let's be cautious. Oh, there's definitely someone there. That's an outlaw, though, so he might be on our side. Oh, no, he's definitely not going to be, is he? That's stupid. Don't know why I thought there was, like, soldier forces down here. It is bandits.
The world will bow.
What's that? So that's the... Yeah. What is this? I think we keep going down here for now. Whoa. We can't go in there, obviously. I guess the other thought is maybe when he's off down here we can go up there. Another thought being maybe
I tread a
go through this
path
area.
unexplored.
I have saved fairly recently. Okay, yeah, she's not going to let us leave. So we know there's someone on patrol, and we know he's going to come through here at some point. So, oh, here he comes. So he does like a little double back. That's good to know. Let's save here. And I don't think I think he's going to head left up there. Looking at how he's turning. Yeah. Okay, so let's just...
Do you dare to look me in the eye?
Damn it. Okay, we're going to... we'll reload. Now, it's possible he doubles back again, which I may just have moved too soon. He does as well. Can we... Okay, quickly do this.
The Emperor favors me today.
Dash up here.
Let's seize the opportunity.
Are there any pumps here? No, but there's a little room here. Aha, that looks like it. Woof. Okay. So we've done that. Let's look at these goods. Ooh, nice stack of stuff there. Hope this guy doesn't come in here. We'll save. We'll have a look at what the next step is. It's time to proceed with the pumping gas through the sewer vents using one of the abandoned cogitators. Okay, so is that marked on the map? Is it that one? Is that the first thing I did? It's possible. Or is it somewhere else? I wish I knew where this guy was. Okay.
Powers unseen uncover my path.
Okay. I know where he goes from here. Wonder if we could snipe him. It's probably not worth the risk because we can just avoid him as long as we're not too impatient. I'm just wondering where I go for the final step. I couldn't see anything obvious marked on the areas we've already been.
The world will bow.
It might be designed that we're supposed to go this way now, so let's run across now. His back's turned. Aha! Oh, we've got 96%. I really wish I brought Pascal.
And done.
Run, 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 run. You hear the displeased grumble of drowsy gears from deep inside the cogitator, but the machine spirits obey and awaken the cogitator's screen. Okay. Alright. So he's just gone off up there, so we should have a minute or two before he comes back. Just saving again. I think I've done quite well to only screw up twice so far. Sounds like we leveled up. And there's the gas. I think we could have taken them on anyway. Veterans of Komorra that we are. Oh, we did level up. Okay, well, why do we could address that now before we venture any further in. So... Okay. It's an interesting one. Don't really want to take an extra school of magic right now. I'd rather specialise in the one I've got. So that could mean... Okay, Molten Beam. I think I had this before I respect way back when. Deals double the damage of Ignite to all creatures in a 12-cell line and reduces their armour by... so this would be 20% until the end of combat. If the enemy's armour falls to 0, it gains the Warp Burn effect. Nice. That is pretty nice. We also have Incinerate, which I've not used before. The target suffers double the damage of Ignite and half the fire damage of all the burning creatures within line of sight of the target. Wow. Okay, so if we can get a lot of people on fire, and, you know, we're pretty good at that. We can do like a big sort of boom incinerate. I like that. Okay, that's probably what I'll take. More so than any of these. We do have Dominate. Meh. Blind. Yeah, I think we have to take Incinerate, don't we? And our persuasion's pretty high, so why don't we keep going on the Imperium lore then, for the time being. New ranks available. Oh, that's just saying what I've done. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, let's have a look at Jay. Again, not so worried about Jay's build, to be perfectly honest. Fine. More resolve's always good. I might go commerce on her. I think it's always good to have in hand. A bit of commerce. It's fine. Argentar. Now, what could we give her? Entrench. The soldier immediately spends all their AP and MP and gains a 30% bonus to cover efficiency. The next time the soldier uses run and gun, they gain back all spent AP and MP plus 1 additional AP. It also resets the cooldown of all... Okay, so it's kind of like a turtle for a go, and then next go you get a bit of extra AP. Okay, Maybe. The soldier's next burst attacks will have its rate of fire doubled, but deal 25% less damage. All the shots will follow random trajectories. Maybe. Maybe. I mean, I like the double... I think doubling its rate of fire, even though it does 25% less damage, I think that will do more damage, like having double the number of shots you're taking. I mean, it depends how many hit, obviously. The soldier gives a sign that they are about to open fire. Oh, this is friendly... Soldier and allies will automatically dodge the soldier's next attack. Now, this is quite good. I mean, we obviously in that Erimerus fight, that would have been quite useful. Was it Argenta that gunned everybody down? It might have been. But I think I will take rapid fire. Now, what are we special at? Demolition, I suppose. Although she's so high in demolition, is it worth going into anything else? Some skills go... I mean, some combat talents are scaled with skill, so I think that you just go into a specialty even more. I think that's always a good idea. Abelard? So what's he got? Forceful... Oh, Taunting Scream I've seen mentioned a few times in the skills when they're available. The warrior screams at enemies to draw their attention and becomes a priority target for any enemy who fails a will test. I see. It's kind of around him and then ahead of him in terms of area of effect. Quite good for a tank character, in fairness. The warrior gathers all their might for a crushing strike. The next melee attack pushes the enemy away. See, I don't really know about the benefit of push. Reckless Strike. Next melee attack gains 5 plus strength bonus %, 5 times strength bonus, which is 6. That's 30% armor penetration and 12% damage, and ignores... His willpower's not very high. 9% of the target's parry. Oh no, it's weapon skill. Oh, 21% of the target's parry. Every enemy who survives an attack enhanced by this ability will attack the warrior in return, including creatures with ranged weapons. Now this is interesting because he's got talents that kind of feed into enemies attacking him. Like every time he dodges, he gets bonuses, and I mean, he does have a skill where he will retaliate when he's attacked, but that's only when he's got a sword, which he doesn't at the moment because I've given him a chain axe. But that could be interesting. So we'll hit an enemy, they'll attack him, hopefully he dodges, and then some of his other passive bonuses come into play. So yeah, I think I will take that. I could see that being useful. He's our athletics guy. He's not super high in that, so I think that's worth doing. Apply. Main rigs. Could be interesting, that. I mean, why not? Let's do it. Psychic power costs 50 momentum and can only be used when momentum is 100, so it's basically like a heroic act, isn't it? Until the end of combat, the weapon in the Psyker's hand is replaced by a sword made of sheer will. The sword has a single target attack and an area attack like a two-handed sword, and can be used to release a cone of fire or a line of fire like a flamer. The damage of this sword is the same as that of Purged Soul, with all the same bonuses, which deals... Psi rating is 3, so that's... for 5 times resolves, that's 25 divided by, God, say 8 to more than that direct damage. Remember, that can't be reduced by anything. The damage is increased by 50% against Xenos and 100% against Chaos Worshippers or Drukhari, by 150% against demons, and by 50% if the enemy has already damaged the Psyker. He does have force weapon bonuses. So I'm going to do it. We'll see how it works. I might keep going in corrals with him. There we go. We got Cassir as well. Okay, so what's she got? The target gains 1 Ooh, okay, this will be 50% increased hit chance on the next attack, dodge on the next dodge, and resistance to the next resistance test. Each of these bonuses disappear independently from each other. That's quite a nice little buff. Mend reality. The navigator decreases veil degradation by minus willpower bonus points. That'll be 10. All allies gain willpower bonus deflection against all warp damage and deflection and damage from psychic powers until the end of the navigator's next turn. This ability can only target allies that have at least one melee weapon in one of their weapon sets. The target immediately gains an additional turn, during which they gain the ability to charge, and only this ability. So it only really work on Abelard and currently Heinrichs. The navigator deals, so that'd be 21 to 46 damage to an enemy. That enemy must pass a willpower resistance test or become immobilized. Could be good on bigger enemies. All enemies within a 4-cell radius circle suffer 30 penalty to their willpower and toughness until the end of combat. It's not bad. It's going to mobilize enemies. Could be useful. I think I'll take one of these. Let's take this one. That's quite a nice bang of damage on a single target, isn't it? And I guess we'll keep going on a... I might take the Law Warp, actually. She's good on awareness, but Law Warp I think will help her in ship combat. So we'll do that. There we go. Wasn't too strenuous. In terms of this quest, do we go down into the sewers? Yeah, I guess we go into the. Hang on. Go into the room. Oh wow, I've got loads of contracts here. Well, we'll deal with that another time. But I think it's time to go in and deal with in here. There's an awake thug there. Yeah. Wake up, Tora! Come on, you bloody Kashka! Wake up! Jay shakes the surviving twin by the shoulders.
Jay, get out of here. It's a trap. He won't let you go.
The bruised and bloodied face with swollen eyes is hard to recognize as the once radiant visage of Tora the twin. By the Exalted One, what's that Ashmag done to your poor face, light of my soul? Jay gently strokes the girl's swollen cheek and then turns to you. He will die here like the scum he is, Shireen. It's what he deserves. She does not seem to be asking you a question. Yeah, do it. Why not? Don't think there's anything really stopping her. Without another word, the cold trader draws her weapon and carries out your sentence.
Thanks, that's my brother, you piece of shit.
A few scant tears trickled from Tora's watery eyes. The rest of the gang are huddled together. Despite their pitiful physical condition, they greet you with satisfied smirks as they continually shoot delighted glances at you and Jay.
Well, Shireen, from now on Footfall can sleep soundly. The foulest wart on its rusted body has been finally burnt off by none other than Jay Hadari, and her wonderful patron, of course.
Jay winks at you and her face breaks into the most genuine smile you've ever seen from her.
I'll admit I'm still struggling to wrap my head around what has happened. I need to go over things with my guys. I'm sure I'll have advice and instructions to hand out. As for our little adventure, let's talk about it back on the ship in a more private setting.
Right. Can I loot anyone? Falco, yeah. Oh, there he is.
Embrace true power.
What has he got? Elite Blast Pistol. Tell you what, it does a bit of damage, doesn't it? He's got Drakari weaponry in armor for some reason.
Yeah. And Scorpion Sting, which I've already put one of those into cargo, so I think... I'll keep that, because you never know. Is it Drakari equipment, though? It's Eldari, in fact. So I'll take it, and I wonder if that makes any sense for Joliet to have. I guess we're probably largely done here now. I mean, there's some still awake, but I think they're supposed to be dead. And there might be a few patrols on the way up. I should tell you. Actually, no, I'm not going to bother with the... what do you call it? Formation. That's the word I'm looking for. Because I'm going to, I think, go back to the ship and trade out Jay for someone else. Probably, what's his face? Marazai. Right, where am I getting to? Is this? I think this is the way. Isn't it? It's the way I came in, I think. Oh, wait, we probably go out this way, don't we? Unless, hang on, let's pause this. That's definitely not the door, is it? Oh, no, that's where I am right now. I mean, yeah, it did seem to suggest this was the exit, which makes sense. Because it's nearer to where Valka was. But it's different to the entrance we came in the first place. Okay, well, is that the same place? Can't tell.
Powers unseen uncover my
No, that's where we
path.
went in. So I think I'm going to head back to the ship, and we'll shake up the party. Can I get out of here? Oh God, am I locked? I might be locked in now until we do the fight. Okay, that's fine. So actually, Jay can use Eldari weaponry, can't she? That's actually a pretty nice gun for her. It does one shot, but it does go in a line. So I might trade it for this basic shuriken pistol. We add that to cargo. What was the other thing we just got? I think we added it to cargo. I think we added that stuff to cargo already, didn't we? Fair enough. I will do formation then if we're kind of stuck like this for now, because these are not our frontline characters. These are our frontline characters. Like me and Argenta, and then Cassio and Jay. All right, so we may as well go around and do the battle preps now.
Nothing's impossible for this old officer.
I tread a path unexplored.
And then, yeah, order a mine here. Let's talk to Hieronymus. We might be able to bring him on side. The Emperor protects young von Valancius. What has brought you here? Perhaps you would like to confess. Repentance is the first step on the path to redemption. Reverend, I want to stop Incendia. Help me. Are you openly declaring your intent to move against an exactor of the Emperor's justice? And why should I, her mentor in the faith, help you commit that act of treachery? 72 versus 60. Or 52. Let's try the 72, I guess. The law of the Imperium is harsh, but not every transgression is punishable by death. Incendia thinks herself above the law, and that is heresy. Succeeded. You are right. All our lives belong to the Emperor, and no one has the right to needlessly take them away from him. People who, in this dark hour, could have atoned in battle against the enemies of humanity, are instead perishing, senselessly robbed of their privilege to serve the Emperor. Incendia thinks herself above him, and that is an egregious crime. Now that you have banished my doubt, I will do what must be done. St. Rufus's faithful will aid you in battle. All right, goodbye, Reverend. Yes, I can see the Drusian relics. We would never refuse our help to one who makes generous donations to the mission. So in terms of what he has further up his tree, the melter guns are a bit underwhelming, I would say. I mean, that's pretty nice as well. It's quite a few levels up. What's the Psi Focus do? The wearer deals an additional 5 times Psi rating warp damage with their melee attacks. Yeah, I don't really do melee attacks. Righteous Justice is a 2-handed sword. Could be good for Abelard. Maybe even Heinrichs. Permanent bonus to direct damage sounds pretty nice, though. Judex, what's that? Oh, it's a flamethrower. Pretty nice. Thinking for Argenta. But it's way up in his trader tree, isn't it? Tell you what could we do to get our rep up? A couple of thousand. It's not even going to go to the next level. I think... okay, well, we'll avoid that for now, because I really want to push towards the Ancient Plasma Rifle and the heavy advanced bolter, which I think will be huge for us. Okay, Vladame's on side then. Let's do a little loop round and we'll talk to Octavia and the other one, Octaviana. And Rizza.
Result.
That's all done. Was there anything in this one? Doesn't look like it. We'll just go in case there's a secret stash. Doesn't look like there was. Leftovers of pitiful food are stuck to the sides of the plates. Got a carouse check here. Might be able to get some more people on board.
Compared to naval service,
The decanter used to contain a cheap amasec, which for the sake of attractiveness has obviously been enriched with a deodorizing agent. Oh, right.
The world will bow.
Well, let's talk to these guys again then.
Octaviana, we have a plan for stopping Chorda. Your help would be of use. The woman looks at you pensively. And by we, you mean you and Vladame. He always has a plan, but it's by far not always the best plan. Why should I believe in your idea? A coercion check, a commerce check, but let's go with the iconoclast votary. Choice. Point to the people in the hall with a sweeping gesture. This is not about whose idea it is, but who we are doing it for. For the people on footfall, for you, Octaviana. For your freedom from an insane zealot's reign of terror. The patrons greet your last sentence with an enthusiastic roar. Your heartfelt speech resonated with the commoners and seems to have stirred Octaviana too. You sure know how to be persuasive, your ladyship. You're right. You're ready to risk your life for us, and here I am being picky like a noble offered a Nutribar made of ground corpses. You can count on me. I don't have any fighters, but I do have a shipment of non-human weapons. Lethal, but with no guarantee of quality. Figuring out how it even works is tricky enough, but that still beats the junk Vladame's cutthroats are armed with. They can have a round on the house. That's good. Rizza and I need to talk now. At your ladyship's service. Your eyes pierce the pirate, and you sense that the burden of her transgressions is so heavy that it will soon drag her under. Her fear has allowed a malicious will to sink its claws into her soul and tear it slowly to pieces. Yeah, we can trade with her now. We might be able to get a bit more rep even. We'd need 2,800. No, we don't have that. So if we go back to her, this one is the improved heavy bolter. What's at the next level? Anti-vehicle revolver. On a successful hit, the shot explodes, dealing 20 impact damage to everyone in the area of effect. Not bad. But we'll leave that for now. Rizza? The dame needs your help. Your ladyship, his plan is the death throes of a cornered and condemned man who's grasping at imaginary straws. The Vacamo was once smart, shrewd and wily, but now he's simply refusing to admit he's already lost. We modest dealers are no match for a rogue trader. It'd be different, of course, if we were strongly motivated or had a rogue trader on our side. Rizza looks you straight in the eye, her meaning quite clear. This would lose us profit factor, but we could do persuasion. Or coercion. I don't know why I can't just say, yeah, I'm on your side. %, it's not great. I've struck many deals with the Fellowship of the Void. Are you going to ruin our alliance just like that? You're putting pressure on the most valuable spot, your ladyship, the treasury. My fellows will be very disappointed if I ruin our relationship. I'm afraid you leave me no other option but to say yes. Oh, what the warp. My crew and I will take part in your little uprising, but don't ask me for details. Old Rizza prefers to keep quiet about the backstage side of her insidious and sudden strikes. Your soul is full of corruption. You haven't been cahooting with the archenemy's forces, have you, Rizza? The pirate squints. What, you're like the other ladyship now? One look and you can tell the wicked from the righteous? I suppose it's easy enough to guess that the pirate has a misdeed or two to her name, but no one's ever accused me of searching the archenemy before, serving the archenemy before. You wound me, your ladyship. Awareness test succeeded. As much as Rizza is trying to turn it all into a joke, there's anxiety in her eyes, and her hand is reaching unconsciously for something concealed under her shirt on her chest, as if she's trying to hide it from you some more. Okay, well, I've got nothing more to say. It's an honour for old Rizza to have a conversation with your ladyship, just like that. Anything strong, Octaviana? For you always. A dusty but finely made greenish bottle with a wax seal appears on the bar. Lord Winterscale's favourite blend. So good it's not entirely legal. However, during his last visit, his lordship told me to put a bottle aside until his return. And who knows if he'll ever return here now. It would be a waste. Here's to the fall of Incendia Chorda. Your courage and forthrightness are admirable, my lady. Down with Chorda. Right, let's leave to your conversation. So I think we've got everything on side now. I think we're probably... okay, we'll do this awareness check, I guess.
My house would be...
The shoddy cover will offer a little protection against a well-aimed shot, but at least it will conceal the target from the shooter. Okay. Well, I think we're ready. But I think that's probably a good place to leave it for today, coming up to the hour mark. When we come back, we'll launch the ambush on Incendia and see how it goes. Hopefully well. I think we've done as much prep around the place as we can. But thanks very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, if you could hit the thumbs up button, that'd be great. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about the playthrough, the series, the story, various characters. It's just great to get your feedback on the game. And, you know, if you're watching this and haven't already subscribed to the channel, it'd be amazing if you could. It'd be very much appreciated. So thanks very much, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.